Welcome to Candy's Homestead. I'm Donna. Today is day 3 of working on my back garden, reclaiming it and getting it whipped into shape. 2 days ago I put out a video, the first video of cleaning up some of the messes in the back. It has been a job for sure. And I skipped yesterday, mostly doing just the work in the front part of the garden and moving things around and cleaning up. And today is day 3 out here in this back garden, and I'm going to show the progress. Progress is slow, but there has been progress. I also lost a good bit of time between 2 days ago and now because I've had to start doing mowing again, which is every 2 to 3 days. And it takes pretty close to all day to get my mowing done. So I'm back out here at the back garden, and I want to share with you the progress as I go along. It's really coming together good. There is a lot more work out here than actually what I had believed it to be, but it is coming together. Gotten a lot of cleanup done. Not as much actual work in the back as I thought I would have had done, but on the last video I paused to build this shelter. My plan was to put this picnic table in it, but it turned out the picnic table took all the space and I had no room in there to even walk around, so I moved the table over to here and I just put 2 chairs in there, and I flanked it with a fig tree and this hydrangea. I brought them in just a little on each side so they can get some shade. They're getting morning sun, and then the afternoon they're getting shade. I'm liking it a lot. I've got room on this side to come through and water my strawberries and anything else that I need to do on this side. I've got plenty of room to walk around. And on this side, I have plenty of room to get between that and the peppers. And my basket blew down. Let me put that back up. So all of the front end is cleaned up and organized. And this bed that I decided, I believe I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I said in the last video how good and clean the soil in it is, and the fact that the wood has not fell off of it. I'm going to keep it and try to use it for one more season. So to try to prevent weeds from growing back in here, because I got it super clean, I filled it with cardboard and got some bricks down, and hopefully that cardboard will stay in place. These roses are starting to open up. And my yellow rose is opening, producing new buds and opening up. That is so pretty. Even though it's not open, that is so pretty. This asparagus fern really likes it. Right here it gets a good bit of shade, and it's been doing really well. These roses are so pretty as well. Look at that. I love when roses are just opening up. And I really thought that these miniature zinnias were done for. I mean, they're not looking happy at all, but they keep putting out new flowers. I almost cut them down last week, but I left them, and new buds keep coming open. I'll just leave them. This angel trumpet. Now the last video, this one back here is the one I showed that was open, and there was new ones. See how it's yellow at first? And then, look at that, so pretty. So there's been 2 or 3 that have bloomed since I did the first video showing it. And I've got several blooms on here. This is an olive tree, and I am going to just consider this thing ornamental. Look at, it's a black olive, but look how tiny they are. That's not going to be very usable for me. So I guess I'm just going to treat it as an ornamental, unless each year they get bigger and better. We'll have to wait and see. This is the first time that I have gotten olives. The tree is 2 years old. Last year I didn't get anything, and this year is the first year that it's actually put, and it's just a few olives. It's time to harvest more peppers. These are the paprikas. I just got a handful off a few days ago. Every couple of days there's more to be harvested. And I have harvested a lot off of these plants. And I've dried a lot already as well. Today has been absolutely beautiful. It has cooled down. From 2 days ago we were at 94. Now we're in the low 80s and a really good breeze going on. And it has just been wonderful to work out here. I'm at the very far end of my back garden, and I want you to see how tall these weeds are compared to me. They're way up here. And this is too much for my regular weed eater. And there's a garden box right down in there. And there's a garden box right here. And then these weeds come way up. Between here, that's the end of the garden. And I'm going to tackle some of these weeds today. So I'm going to get started and see what I can get around these boxes. And I'm going to just cut this at ground level to give me space to get into the boxes. Man, this stuff is tough and it's thick. And while I'm in there, you can be sure I'm scanning around and looking for snakes. I have not found a single snake yet out here in all this mess. It's a perfect environment. But we did have a very large copperhead in the backyard yesterday and had to get rid of that. But I'm trying to be mindful that this is a great environment for snakes. And if I don't encounter a snake out here, it will surprise me. Whew, I think I need a break. Okay, I've uncovered another bed. I'm not sure if that is a 10-foot or a 12-foot bed. I'm going to have to get my tape measure just to satisfy my brain. But I've uncovered this bed. And that one's not uncovered, but I can see signs of it. Okay, look at what I have accomplished. I feel good about this. I've still got this last box right here that's got to be cut down. And what I'm doing, I'm cutting them down to a height where I think I can get my hands on the grass. I'm trying to pull the grass out. I don't want to just cut it and leave the grass in there. So I'm going to pull what I can. But I decided to not do any more pulling until I get all these boxes uncovered by the weeds. But this last one on the end over there, there's still some tall grass in that. I've got to get, there's a fence in there, cattle panel, and some regular fence wire mended together, and the T-post. I want to pull those out before I do any more weeding because my string keeps catching on that wire. And then behind that, I don't know if you can see it, but behind that box is a section of my pallet fence that is leaning over. I've got to straighten that up and put some posts in the ground to hold that up. That was blown over by a storm here a while back. So before I do any more with the boxes, I've got a little bit of work to do just to make it easier to get to. And I'll show you why. Like I said, the fence in this box is making it difficult to weed. Let me lower this just a little. That's making it difficult to weed in there because my string keeps catching. I need to get a rake and drag all of this grass out of this walkway right here. And then over here, I've got a pallet fence going all the way down, and this section is blown over and it's just leaning against that box. So I'm going to put that back up. I cut those elderberries down. You can see the brown trunks there. Cut all the greenery off because they were over and done with a while back, at least a month ago, or a few weeks to a month. And look how those things are popping back out because the weather has been so great. But I need to clean up this area right here down behind those elderberries, get this fence back up, get this fence down. Look at this box. The boards are on the ground under all that grass, but the sides are gone. So that will be a total of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes I've uncovered, and the one behind me will be the last one. I hope that the sun is not shining so bright that you can't see what I have actually got accomplished, because I am just about done with this day. We are standing at the back end of what I call my back garden. I will go around the other direction and show you what it looks like from the front side. So this is from the other end, over here where my canopies are at, and you can see what I've gotten accomplished. I'm kind of happy with it. I can't wait till this is all cleaned off and the grass is all gone, and this is just a clean slate, starting from the ground up, or really from this fabric up. I'm gonna leave the fabric down and put my new boxes on top of it like the others are. I guess that's it for right now. I'll be back on another day trying to get the rest of it done. Well, I'm pretty exhausted and I'm ready to call it a day and pack up everything. I'll be back on the next video showing more progress and a whole new day. Thank y'all so much for joining me and watching the video. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I hope you'll be back for the next video. This was the 3rd day working out here, so the next video will be the 4th day working. I'll see y'all later, and y'all take care. Bye-bye.